sideline reporter Holly Rowe.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. So Clemson's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Simmons. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's Simmons to throw. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Got the quick pass. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the...
Caught, and he's got room. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism...
Maybe a crease. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is a type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Complete. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The RPO fired complete to the left. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
You've got to be excited if you're a fan of this team. What you've seen on this opening drive, they look locked in, all 11 guys on the same page. This has been a beautiful opening drive. Really nice tempo, phenomenal execution, whether it's been running or throwing like you saw right there. And here they are now, down in close to the red zone, but the head coach is loving what he's seeing out of his team early.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. So this gets a bit more challenging on 3rd and goal after the untimely false start, which brings to mind, are there timely false starts? And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start this drive firing. Safe completion on the screen. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he's brought down. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah.
Might have a chance. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. A 1st down for the offense. First carry of the season. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays. but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Austin Simmons, the play fake. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Just needs a crack to get a return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Running inside, it's Davidson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes a catch. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Simmons bringing the heat, and he never had a chance. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Clemson jumps to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense
snags it, and there's running room. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Looking to fire. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Simmons on the play fake. Now rolling to the left. Finds his big tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throwing Simmons. Fires quickly. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. Using the quick game. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Tigers have this offense rolling. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll give it to Hardy. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on deep.
There's a crease. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. And, man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Plucks it out of the air. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
That gives him 54 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Tigers want to move quickly. 2nd down, they'll go to the air.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Simmons to throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight. And
it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. Complete in the middle. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Clemson is quick to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. He's got his man. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The whistle sounded, and they got it called just in time, using the timeout with a second left. Now to see if they can score before the half. Good right down the boulevard. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Tulsa taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And it's the Golden Hurricane coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense.
Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Right on the money. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Tigers in the hurry-up. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
This is an offense that takes a lot of pride in their 3rd down execution. They've done an outstanding job of that here in this drive. They've got the lead. We're in the 3rd quarter. And they're thinking to themselves, we can ice this thing if we can score another touchdown. We can put so much pressure on the opponent if we keep converting these 3rd downs. Really good job there by the QB in this offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the run. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Hard running there. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just roared down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Simmons. The screen. He's got wheels. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Give to the left, it's Hardy. Maybe some room here. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Quickly complete. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Missouri! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He leaves it with his back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He might want another play. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They go play action with Simmons. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Hardy again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, give to Hardy. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, this defense is able to put out yet another fire in a situation late in the game, David, where they're up. Nice job and great effort creating that turnover.
It's a great stop by the defense. They drove the ball down the field a little bit, but more importantly now, I gave the ball to my offense. You go finish this thing. We're up. It's late in the game.
Snags it and he's open. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Finding some room. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the 1st down on 4th and 1.
We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip and tuck affair. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on second down. He lets it fly. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on third. Working the middle. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly, and they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it. It's Hardy. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it with Hardy. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Makes the grab on the left. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's on target and complete. Wide open spaces. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's first and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Clemson jumps to the line. He wants to change this route. They just keep firing. Here's the pressure. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
The crowd is going to tell you the result of this when they are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. Here's a little room there. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
And he got it! And now they take the lead.
Big time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Throwing Simmons. Under fire. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Quick completion on the out route. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Then man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. That's why everybody has to do the tip drills, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. They'll go hurry up here.
So important keeping those new downs coming, getting that 1st down. We don't need to panic right now. We got a long way to go. We still got plenty of time to accomplish it.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Here's Simmons to throw. Makes the catch. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, this offense right now is just cruising down the field, in large part because of the quarterback. We've seen big completions time and time again here. He's playing his best football when his team needs him the most.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Simmons. Oh, they're after him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Tight game like this one late, and those types of mistakes can just crush you. Let's see what they've got on 3rd and long. Works the middle. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on 4th. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Again, it's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.